The book I read is A Long Way Gone by Ishmael Beah. A Long Way Gone is a true story about a boy named Ishmael Beah. Ishmael is from Sierra Leone and lived during the time of the Civil War. When his village was attacked by refugees, he was forced to travel from village to village in search of food and shelter. As time went on, he was forced into the army and turned into a killing machine. So the subject that I thought takes place throughout the book is survival and just being strong, like mentally and physically. My first reason to back up what I said is because his family. In the beginning of the book, it brings up how Ishmael is a 12-year-old boy and his stepmother makes sure that him and his father doesn't have a close relationship. Also, his mother doesn't live with him. His mother lives with his little brother and makes him live with his father. And I just feel like he really doesn't have anybody other than his brother, so that can have a big impact on him and that can help him be strong or just help him not help him be strong, but it just he has to survive through that through not really having nobody other than his brother. My second reason is Ishmael survived the first attack of the refugees. The refugees attacked Matrujon, a village where Ishmael and his brothers were, and it was so unexpected. So when Ishmael was cooking dinner, the refugees came out of nowhere, and it was very unexpected because they had been expecting the refugees for a minute, but they never came. So everybody went back to just their regular daily routines, and out of nowhere, the refugees came. So when they came, Ishmael, his brothers, just ran as fast as they could, and they had to run through a pond of mud to get through, and they were forced to hide with the dead bodies that were on the ground to make it look like they were dead so they wouldn't get killed. And I just feel like that is really something you have to be mentally strong for. And nobody can just do that who's just regular. All right. The third reason is Ishmael is alone. Oh wait, it's when Ishmael is alone. Because of another attack from the refugees, Ishmael is separated from his brothers and forced to travel and survive on his own. So when him and his brothers went to another village, they were in the village for maybe a couple of days, and out of nowhere, the refugees didn't attack that village, and they just ended up being separated at this time. And when they were separated, Ishmael couldn't go back because that would have been his life on the line. So he just ran as fast as he could for hours and hours, he said in the book. And he just didn't stop until he felt as though nobody was there. And he was on his own for probably a good month, maybe more than that actually. And he was just walking through the woods, trying to find his way somewhere. He was going to old villages and finding food that's just laying around and he had to force himself to climb up a tree to get coconuts. And he's not really that strong, but somehow his hunger made he got gained strength from somewhere else and climbed up the tree and was able to get his coconut. Also, he was just alone, so he really was just on survival mode. He said he would talk to the animals that he would see. He became friends with snakes because that's all he had. And it's just, you really got to be strong for that. And he survived. So, yeah. And my fourth reason is when Ishmael was forced into the army. Ishmael was forced into the army and it changes him. He turned into a killing machine who was addicted to smoking marijuana and a type of cocaine called brown. At this time, he specifically said that it's either kill or get killed. And to a way to make him more comfortable with killing people, he was killing the refugees. So he felt like it was just revenge for his family and everything. But it still wasn't who he was, so it still took a lot for him to kill. And he needed to survive, so he did what he had to do. Also with smoking and doing drugs because it gave him the energy to want to kill more people. It changed him. So, yeah, that's it. All right. And At the end, he ended up being taken out of the army and to a center for boys who had been forced to fight in the war. He struggled to find hope and kept going with the help of a nurse named Esther, and she almost got him back to the way he was before he went to the war and before the refugees got him. He actually had to go to New York and he spoke at an organization thing, and that's where he found his foster mom, which he lives with now in New York City. And that's the end. Thank you for listening.